So in our previous session, we have already discussed how to read the data from the Excel file. Now in this session, we'll be going to write the data into the Excel sheet. Okay, let's see. Let me create one more class. Okay, right click on this, go to the new class, and here write. I would say write to Excel. Is there any space? Yes. So the class name cannot have any space in between, right? Okay. Now, so the thing, let me just copy certain things from Excel till Excel sheet. We need to copy. Okay. Excel sheet, Excel row would be the same. This thing would be same. Fine. Up to here, thing would be same. That is a try catch block. Let me put try catch here. Okay. So now what it will do, okay, this Excel file input stream, this is done. Then a new workbook will be created over here. Then Excel sheet will be, it will go to the sheet number 1 or sheet 1 using the index number or using the this thing as name. Also we can go to that particular Excel sheet. Right after the sheet, what we need to do? We need to go to a row number, right? Fine. For that, okay, this is the last row count. That is fine. So what I'll be writing is row, or to get the cell, what I need to write? Okay, if correct. If I know there is a cell already there, here you can see there is no cell already created. Okay, once I try to write something in this, so what is the coordinate of this in this particular cell? 1 2, because the row number is 1. Okay, row number would be 1 because it's starting from 0, right? 1. Then column number would be 0 1 2, right? 1 comma 2. So I want to write something into this particular cell. All right, I need to write to in this particular cell. Sorry, 1 comma 2, right? I need to write in this particular cell. So how to do it? I need to directly go to the cell. Okay, so how can I write? Sheet number, get row, same thing. Sheet dot get row first, because first is sheet, then after the row, after that cell. Get row. Okay, in get row we can have, sorry, okay, now you can see get row, right? Get row, what was my row number? Row number was 1. All right, dot dot. Okay, do we have to get large cell? Because we are not going to get the data from the cell. We need to write the data to the cell, right? So what we need to do? Hmm, we need to set cell value, right? Dot set cell value. Is there any? First, what you need to write is create cell, because you need to create the cell. Okay, because there was no cell already present, right? Oh, there is something wrong. Okay, you can see create the cell. Okay, and you need to write the what is the index? Column is 2, row 1, column 2. All right, you need to first create the cell, because here there is nothing present. Cell is not created yet. Once you manually write it, it is all automatically created and set. Cell is already available, right? So you can get the data. Okay, you cannot get the data from here. Okay, once you try to get the data from here, you will get some error, because it will say there is no such cell or something like that, some exception it will throw. All right, once you write something manually and save it, so automatically it created one cell, and you can get data from that particular cell. But if there is nothing in that cell, so that means it's not able to, or it will not consider this particular cell. It is out of the range of that particular, uh, you know uh, it cannot go to this particular empty cell and cannot get any value from there. Okay, so it this our Java code will not able to find this particular cell, because it's not available. All right, so for that we need to create it through code first. The cell need to be created, then after that we can enter some values. All right, so for that, what we need to do? Get row dot create cell at 2. Fine, then after created cell, what we need to do? We need to set cell value. Fine, you can set a lot of values, integer type value, you can set it, you can set some, what you can say, this thing, You can set cell value of string time, rich string, double value, date things, calendar, and boolean value, int cell type. A lot of types are available, right? For now, we are gonna start with this. All right. What is that? Pruttovi. So in that particular cell, we should, set this value. Fine. So after that, there is one more thing. We need to write. If you want to write something, you need to also want to say like where you want to save this file, because in this sheet, okay, these are the objects. In object, you have written something. So you change the value of object. So you need to, okay, you need to save those changes into some directory. Where, in which directory you want to save this Excel. Okay. So for that, what we need to write is, we need to write a file output stream. File, like file input stream. When you try to read something, you need to write actually file input stream. If you want to write something on that file, you will be writing file output string. Fine. You can see file output stream. F out equal to new file output stream. Okay. And here, what you have to do, you need to give the path of that file. This path, the same path. If you want to save changes in the same file, then you need to write the same. Or if you want to save this thing into some different location, so you can provide that location name and it will automatically save in that location. Yeah, whatever we have changed in that data, okay, like we have created this cell, okay, and it will come to here only, not anywhere. Okay, in the same file we are changing, right? We want to change in the same file. And one more thing you need to write is, write that wb. Okay, what you need to write is wb, okay, dot write. Okay, you can see it will take an argument as a output string in the same file, in the same workbook. In the same workbook, we want to write something. Get it? F out. Right? It will write whatever we have written here. Okay, whatever we have changed, anything. So whatever we have written, whatever we have deleted, etc. Okay. Mm. Mm. Yeah, correct, 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 correct. So the thing is, it is one object, right? This is one object, fine, and it is already in one file. Okay, it is one file, and we have created a object of this particular file, or a copy of this file, not the same file. It is a copy of this file. Got it? So once we have a copy of that file, this workbook and all, it is a copy of this file, all right, that Excel sheet. So in that copy, we are trying to changing anything. Okay, if I write data 1 here, the same changes will be done in a different file, not in the same, right? The change will not come here because what it will do, new file input stream, that means it it will create a object of this file, not the same file. Got it? And we have a copy of this particular file, and we are working on a copy of this, not the same file, right? So, so that's why we need to write all this file output stream, and we need to write this thing wb.write. Okay, to write in the same file. To write in the same file, we need to write this. Okay, and then we need to write another thing. Okay, plus we need to write because output stream it requires flushing. There are some commands that you need to remember while working with this. Okay, correct, correct. Yes, because we don't need much this thing. It is one time setup. Once you do this, you will not require in much, like you don't have to do it regularly, right? So what we can do, let me okay, one more thing, you need to just close this thing. Once you try to write something, you need to close this file. Okay, let me run it. Okay, I think it's changed. Let's see. The last time was 7.3. Yes, now it's 7.3. So it is being changed. Let's see. Prithvi, written here, right? Right? So same thing you can do with a multiple values, cell 1, cell 2, but this is not the recommended. This is hard coded, right? Yes, for that, same logic. Like we need to write like double for loop, two for loops to iterate through this row number, column number, okay, and accordingly, hmm, so accordingly we can write this thing, right? So we'll see the exact implementation will when we'll go through this our framework Excel utility. Okay, we'll see like how exactly we are writing Excel sheet and how to do. And one more thing, like you can do one more thing. You need to check whether the row is that cell is blank or not. One more thing we can do, because we have created this cell, right? But what if the cell is already present? Okay, so in that case, you need to check whether this cell is created or not. So how to check this? Okay, so let me just write one more thing. Okay, sit dot, what you need to write is get sit dot get row get row number was 1, all right, dot get cell. Okay, so get cell. So this is the second one. We need to use this one. All right. So what we need to write is column number. Column number was 2, and this is here. 1 second. In this, I need to write sheet get row of 1 dot um get row of 1. Then we need to write return as a blank. Is there anything? Okay, fine. We'll see it. So what if you want to write something that is a integer type, double type, calendar dates. So these things also we can do it, right? We'll see it once we are into our framework, right? We'll see that. So now